the prices were rather good for an investor, in my opinion. So that's a spot where I like to invest in myself and I like to invest in other players. So I think I had over 1 million invested in this tournament.
As far as where you were, as far as your game at this point in time, the joke has been made many, many times. People who say that they are retired come back every now and then to win big events. But it also makes me wonder, as far as retirements, how sharp were you in this moment? Were you still keeping up with the game? And how do you sort of stay retired but also stay sharp?
I mean, this was 2018. I felt still very good about my life game. So it's just something where life and online is quite different. It's I think progressed in a different way. There's obviously things that come over and that translate into each other, but in live poker, there's such a big aspect of I think sub information that are way harder to learn. They're there and you can quantify them somehow and you can communicate it somehow, but it's I think a lot about experiencing it yourself, and it's way harder to transport it. Whereas in online, I have way faster feedback loop. I can transport the information a lot better too, by showing someone statistics or showing HUD or explaining something. Whereas in live, it's harder to explain someone, when how it feels when someone is bluffing, or it's just way harder. So I feel pretty confident about that, and I think I still played pretty well in 2018 in that tournament.
With all the success that you've had in poker, is an event like this a moment to take a bigger shot to put some more on the line because you can afford to do so and you perhaps feel good about the field? Or do you approach every spot sort of the same way in relation to your bankroll?
I took a very big piece in this tournament, I can say that. I also had very big pieces in other players that didn't go so well. The prices were rather good for an investor, in my opinion. So that's a spot where I like to invest in myself and I like to invest in other players. So I think I had over 1 million invested in this tournament.
Wow, that's insane. And then of course, you just have to do it yourself, put the team on your back and
Yeah.
and make the deep run on your own.
I really first I was pretty cautious. I was reviewing a lot of hands and looking at other players, and there were a lot of things that I felt a lot of spots where I felt, oh, I don't really know. I want to look this up or I want to talk to someone about it. I bounced back and forth ideas with a lot of players, and I learned very quickly from seeing other players play. So I like to play against them, and then I adopt what they do well and fix my leaks. So yeah, I think I made huge progress in the last couple of months.